back me up. There's a point at which it goes too far. Right? There is a point at which it goes too far. If a man, this is my personal experience, I'm talking from personal experience, if a man unzips his pants and his penis is the width of my head, I am not excited, I am frightened. And men like that always say the same thing. I don't know if you've noticed. They all say the same thing across the board, all of them. They have a big fucking, they say the same thing. Boom. Yeah, you like that, don't you? They all say it! They all say it! I feel like they go to like a big penis man convention somewhere. And there's like a pamphlet they're given. You know, day 7. Okay, what to say when you reveal your very large penis? Yeah, you like that, don't you? No, I don't like it. I'm afraid of it. It's not going to fit in here. It's not going to fit anywhere. I don't think that's going to fit in my apartment. The thing not only violates the laws of common sense, I think it violates my rental agreement. But back in my early sobriety, when I met some of these gentlemen, I didn't like to tell them. I didn't want to tell Big Penis Man how I felt. I didn't want to tell him because I had low self-esteem. I had super low self-esteem, so I couldn't communicate my feelings. I couldn't express myself. I think it's very difficult when normal, healthy men are trying to date women with low self-esteem. Because women with low self-esteem, here's what we like to do. We like to give men really subtle clues. About what we want you to do to us in bed, and then get mad at you for not being able to read them. We're like, oh, that's really... maybe you could... what if we were to... Do I have to spell it out for you? Men are always like, yes, spell it out, make it simple, I need a graph and a pie chart. Men want things simple, right? They want things at bullet points. I feel like we would do men a big favor, women, if we each had like a little card next to the bed on the dresser that was like an instruction manual for how this thing works. Because we're all different, right? So we all need our separate, like a card. Like you get your like insurance card and your like social security card and your how my pussy works card. And you have it there on the thing. And you know, welcome to my bed. There's the card. Thank you. I'll just be a moment. Review the card. Fantastic. I have a card. I'm ready, you guys. I made my fucking card up. It sits there and it waits. Step 1. Remove vagina from pants. Step 2, gently stroke upper portion in a circular motion as depicted in diagram A. Step 3, insert 2 fingers, not 1 or 3, but 2 into vagina while repeating step 2 with tongue. Step 4, repeat until process is complete. Thank you. I think women in general, we don't want to have to tell men what we want in general. Healthy women, high self-esteem, doesn't matter. We don't want to have to tell men what we want ever. And the reason is, I'm going to demystify this. We're going to debunk some things now. We don't want to have to tell you, men, what we want. Like, if you have to get us a gift, birthday, Christmas, whatever it is, if you have to get us a gift, we don't want to have to tell you what we want because we want to believe the fantasy. And the fantasy is, right, that our connection with you is so special and so romantic and so deep that you just know. You just know. Wind is blowing and you just know. Which is horrible for men because you have no fucking idea. You have no fucking idea. This is why when you actually manage to get us a gift that we like, we take it as evidence that the fantasy is true. We're like, honey, this is the greatest gift anyone's ever bought anyone ever in the history of time. It's like you know me so well. It's like we share a soul. It's like we're one person. And on the outside, you guys are going, hey, I know my girl. And on the inside, you're going, thank God that fucking worked out. I don't even know what the fuck that thing is. But the reason women do this, okay, men, I want you to understand something. The reason women do this is because women do it for each other very easily. We do this for each other very easily. Okay, if I have an hour-long conversation with a girlfriend, by the end of that conversation, she has done 3 things. Gentlemen, pay close attention. She has paid attention. She has made mental notes. And she's making plans for later. She's going, okay, Katie said she liked my bracelet. I got my bracelet at K Jewelers. I'm going to go back to K Jewelers, get her the same bracelet. I'm going to get it for her in green, because she likes the grass is green bracelet. I'm going to put it in a box, tie it with a bow, put a card on top with a horse on it. Why? Because she loves horses. If I have the same exact conversation with my boyfriend, all he's thinking at the end of the conversation is, she's still got her clothes on. When did the clothes come off again? This is hard. I'm hungry.
So true.
So true. Lonely woman in the front row says. Men are asshole. So true. Ooh. We didn't quite get a s, but we got a ooh. I think I lost this side of the room. My issues with intimacy, my issues with them, it's what kept me, part of it, why it happened, everybody, strangers that I don't know, let me tell you this about me. Because my parents never openly fought about anything in my childhood. Nobody ever openly fought. So I didn't learn how to deal with conflict. I didn't learn how to be uncomfortable, right? And how to have conflict and express it and just kind of fucking do that. Now I was raised in Miami, Florida. So I would go over and hang out with my Jewish friends and my Cuban friends, and they just fucking fought all the fucking time. They just fought. The wind is blowing, they're having a fight. It's Tuesday, they're having a fight. They're tired, they're happy, they're having a fight. They fought all the time. I loved it. I used to go to their houses and just feel really liberated and feel like I can express myself here. I go to my Cuban friends' houses, they'd be like, oye, where's the rice? I don't know. You made it. Yes, I made it, but where did I put it? I can't remember. How am I gonna know where you put the rice if you made it? Because you were watching when I made the rice. Well, you have eyeballs, don't you? What is that a fight about? Nothing. I go to my Jewish friends' houses. Oi, where's the kugel? I don't know. You made the kugel. How am I gonna know whether? Because you were watching when I made it. How am I gonna? I forgot where. You got it now like I'm a New York cabbie. My accent veered from Jew to cabbie. We never fought in my house. Everything in my house is very tense and internalized and appropriate. Where's the rice, John? Isn't it usually in the kitchen? Is it there now? Subtext was always very clear. You're the devil. But on the outside, everything was fine. We're all smiling. Everything's good here, right, healing process can work around something like that. How you can kind of understand something cerebrally or mentally in your mind for years and years and years, and then one day it just goes poof, down into your heart, you know what I mean? And you fucking get it. Like you had it, but not really. And then one day just boom, like this. Like for me, what happened was one day I was in therapy. I'd been in there for like 6-7 years. And all of a sudden, I was with my therapist, we were talking about, my mom, and she did this, and I'm like, I know the pattern, and she was like that, and I felt like this. And then all of a sudden, it just went, boom. And I went, oh, 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 people were crazy! Oh! And I like suddenly had all this compassion and empathy for myself. Because I suddenly understood like why I was so desperate for love and attention. You know what I mean? Like no wonder I work so hard all the time. No wonder I need all this approval and attention. No wonder I draw little hearts over all my eyes. No wonder I'll sleep with anybody who makes eye contact with me in the checkout line at Safeway. I don't do that anymore. You guys are awesome. You guys are fun laughers because you're like, ha ha ha, silence.